Hi, welcome back to Grannying.
We are so excited to have you here.
Today we're gonna paint some things that our goal is to have it on the color scheme that goes with this wall back here that everybody looks at.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stick with that color scheme and add it to our wall. So it's
These are
exciting.
literally paintings for our backdrop.
Yeah, so hopefully we don't mess up. Like, there's a little bit of pressure, I feel like.
We might have needed another layer of white. I already had these canvases. I bought them on sale and then just had them kind of like in the back. And so, you know, I just figured we could paint over them and then put a painting on top. But now I'm starting to think that is your background fine enough to paint onto?
I don't know, but I'm doing like a whole color background.
I might have to go for a whole color background now because this is
Because then it
needs another layer, I believe. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. All right, while we're painting, I'm going to tell you stories. As always, like we're here to just hang out.
Yeah.
So why not share about our lives? And one pivotal thing that I want to talk about is just lifestyle. I don't know how to kick it off. Basically, at one point in my life, I had decided I needed to downsize. I had moved probably 10 times at this point.
Yeah.
And it was just getting outrageous. Like, it was like 10 times in like under 3 years. And I was like, yep, it's time. I need to
recruit
downsize.
all the friends to move, and you have so much stuff, and you feel bad.
And it was literally, I was doing additional things to get the biggest room in the house.
Yeah.
And the biggest closet and get extra space anywhere and everywhere. And I would say, like, I was kind of the everything roommate. Like, if you needed anything, you're popping over to my room. You were going to see what was good. Because I just had everything. But also, it was super convenient when it came to, like, moving and stuff. So, obviously, this is, like, when capsule wardrobes were, like, so trendy. I feel like trendier than they are now.
Yeah.
And, like, just minimalism was trendy and all these things. And not saying, like, this isn't also other people's lifestyles, but definitely the first time I was introduced to it.
Yeah.
At which point I was like, oh, yeah.
Also, like, a capsule wardrobe for some people might not be that big of an adjustment. Like, maybe you have to get rid of, like, one bag to Goodwill. She had to, like, get rid of...
It was a substantial downsize.
It was intense.
It was very, very, very intense.
And some might say that you have hoarder tendencies. Would you agree or disagree with that? So, like, everything's emotional.
It was an emotional attachment type of situation. And also just to be said that, like, I guess I never really explored the idea of even, like, getting rid of things like that. But my whole entire mindset all the time is, like, what if I need that again? What if I have regret that I got rid of it?
Yeah.
How much did that item cost that I'm now deciding I want to get rid of? Like, it was so deep for me.
It was
Such
very
a
deep for you.
Thing. And so you are, like, your perspective, your take on it, how quickly you could move into your bedroom versus me.
Yeah.
Move in, move out. Was so opposite.
It's not that I'm a minimalist, which, I mean,
No.
I could be.
Yeah.
But I definitely was nowhere near that level.
Yeah, well, yeah. It was just like, so talking to you about it was such a refreshing take because I'd be like, these videos are insane. Like, these people have such little stuff and they're just living La Vida Loca, you know, whatever. And you literally were like, yeah, you know, you have so much stuff. Like, wow. And I think there's so many things that define this moment of me having so much stuff for me. One of them, I'm a maximalist. Through and through, I've now accepted this about myself, but we will be going back in time when I have not accepted this about myself. But part of, like, being, like, another factor was I didn't really change clothes size since I was, like, 7. So every item is, like, a debate in your head. Like, do I need to change clothes size? Like, do I need to buy new clothes? Do I like that? What if I want to wear that again? Like, I absolutely could wear that again. Like, everything. So... yeah, anyway, basically I decided I was going to downsize. At which point I call on, like, my besties for the resties, and I'm like, hey, will you sit here while I go through every single item? And I watched all, I don't know.
Yeah.
Marie,
Shoot.
Marie.
Everyone's yelling it. This is so frustrating. What is,
I watched The Sparkle Girl. If you don't know who she is, get a life.
Can I have the white?
Absolutely.
We also, before we do another painting video, could we, like, watch one color theory video?
I literally don't know how to mix colors.
This is just the whole video is gonna be us mixing colors. Like, we might not get anything on the canvas. Is this yellow enough, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I watched her like how to get rid of things doesn't make you sparkle. I watched 100 minimalism videos and I was like, everybody to my bedroom now. Everyone come sit in my closet with me and let's go through every single item. Well, I talk about why I emotionally think I should keep it and every other thing. And then like...
Yeah, we have to like try to convince her either, oh, you should keep that, or no. Why do you have that?
And we're going to discuss every single item, except for like 4 of them that are obvious you shouldn't keep that.
Yeah. Can I have a paper towel? I'm sorry.
Okay. And then once we get through that, then like, you know, we can move on to the next activity, I guess. And it was days. It was hours.
It was days. And the best part is then she's emotionally attached to it all. So she doesn't want to be there to either get rid of it or being a part of like the selling process. So she recruits me and offers me, I don't remember what our deal was.
50-50.
Was it 50-50?
50-50.
Wow. So it was 50-50 for anything I sold.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I've been hustling. Like, I had 2 jobs.
She was a hustler since day one. I'm not gonna lie. More than me.
And now I'm told, oh, if you just sell all my stuff, you'll get half the
50%.
profits.
I'm talking furniture. Like, I actually went all in, but we're just talking about the clothes today.
Mainly clothes was the biggest selection. I mean, it was
so much stuff.
It was so much stuff. And I remember we moved it all to the basement because you were like, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So I would.
But I was scared I was going to go back on my choices, which I should have.
You have regrets?
I had a few. I have still memorable ones that I was like, should I just rebuy those items so that they don't haunt me in my sleep? But if you guys can relate, you can relate, and if you can't, you can't. Like it's just.
Should I do pink closest and then blue? Yes, I should. Okay, sorry. So I have garbage bags. How many do you think there were? 6, 7,
maybe more.
Of just clothes in the basement that I am going through. I am taking all the photos. I am posting on Facebook.
She was hustling
and trying to sell.
I think did an amazing job.
Maybe did some on like Poshmark. I think
we originally started a Poshmark account. That's how it started. Was we were good. We could potentially make it into a little business. We were starting with my own hustle.
Yeah,
and we started a Poshmark account, and then you started just popping off on Facebook.
Yeah, because it was just like Poshmark was taking too long. We had to then mail the stuff, and I was like,
it was a lot going on.
So Facebook,
I say,
like you were a part of it.
Okay, sorry. Bringing it back in.
So then, I started posting it all on Facebook. And here's the thing: Facebook does pop off sometimes. Sometimes it does not. Also, it's a lot of work, kind of, to take a photo of every article of clothing
and then hashtag it.
Yeah, and put a description and get the size. And all this stuff, and also, again, none of this is mine. So I don't remember, like,
what the brand
is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that the right color, or should I go lighter?
Maybe just a little bit lighter. Maybe you want to, like, hit that and then just grab some of this and, like, kind of brush it in and see what color it's turning out. Okay, so...
Where was I? So...
the way we are so invested in the paintings, but also telling you the story.
Yes, 100%.
This story. Oh, so funny.
So I'm posting it all on Facebook and trying so hard to sell this stuff. But then at the same time, I don't really want to go to Facebook sales alone because they're a little scary.
They were so sketch. Like the way these people... Oh, do you remember the shoes?
No, I don't.
I sold all the high heel shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll wrap back around to the shoes.
Okay.
Anyway.
But... I was like, okay, I think I need you to, like, start coming with me to these because now I have so many. I was offering people deals. Like, hey, if you buy 5 things, I'll give you 1 free. Like, anybody take this clothing.
She was hustling, baby, hustling.
And then it expanded. We started selling her books. I think we sold some of your kitchen stuff.
Oh, yeah. Because we slowly, like, we started with the closet. Is what kickstarted it all.
Yeah.
And then I was progressively going through, like, every room of the house type of thing. And, like, if something struck my mind that we should just, maybe now's the time to get rid of that, too.
Now add it to the pile. It's fine, Emily. You have nothing else going on.
Literally nothing.
Oh, no, I hit the blue. We're in trouble now.
That's okay. Just wipe it off on your palette. Sorry.
I don't remember where I was going. I lost my train of thought.
Okay, you're hustling. It's getting creepy. You're like, hey, girl.
Oh, yeah. And my biggest pet peeve about Facebook sales is when people text you and like, hey, is this available? Yeah. And then
Yes.
no response. Like, don't ghost me. You were the one that texted me.
One of the funniest things was, I'm pretty sure you were logged into like my Facebook account.
Oh, I 100% was, because I wasn't doing this on my own Facebook account.
Yeah, so one day, like, I think I told you I would finish out like one sale ever. And
maybe I was going out of town or something.
Yeah, and so you were like, you just need to, like, she told me what I needed to do. You know, there was no questioning, just like, this is what you need to do. Mm-hmm. Like, let's get this sale done, whatever. And I was like, I just can't believe it. He texted me back and like, he's not actually going to buy it or something. And she was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
And I was like, I could literally, like, after that one time, I was like, probably not going to sell it, you know? I was just done.
But yeah, it was a time.
But we did go to a lot of the Facebook sales together.
We did.
So our 50-50 deal was pretty solid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I think I still got the better end of the deal. None of this stuff was mine.
Wow. It was a fun deal. Honestly, such good character building. When I like went and visited my parents and I was telling them about it, I was like, I have like a little side hustle going. We were making some serious money and they were like, what are you doing? You know, I was like, no, it's a good gig we got going on.
My favorite though is people would ask me, so some of the books she was selling, like people would ask me questions like
about the book, like how, if you read it.
Oh, was it good? Did you read it? How long is it? I was like,
do you see how many books we're selling? Do you think we read them all?
Yeah, I can't help you here, bud.
Oh, so funny.
Yeah. It was.
I just grabbed like the front of
Ooh, that looks good.
You can still see the words
you
in the
can see
background.
the words on mine too.
I'm gonna just have to do a second layer once this dries and the video ends. We'll go in with the second layer.
Okay.
Don't even worry about that. Don't even fact check that.
You'll see it on the wall.
But one of the things like that I guess I learned from that is now coming around, like I was definitely in my minimalism era and I was trying to be so just something that I guess I wasn't. Something that was not genuine to me. And there were so many benefits of having like a capsule wardrobe. I still use a lot of the key takeaways. But there was also so many things that just were not fitting for me, personality-wise, as well as, I guess as well as like my lifestyle type of thing. And so we did do we literally like sat in the closet for so long sorting things out. And then at the end of the day, I believe... Now I'm back at square one, very similarly. Not to the fullest degree, but like, it's happening.
But like maybe.
Yeah, but it is just, it's good to be able to accept who you are and not try to always conform to like the new and trendy thing. Although I do fully support like the zero waste community.
Yes.
Like capsule wardrobes are still, like they have their place. I still use so many.
I think capsule wardrobes are like awesome, especially when traveling.
Yes.
Like if you have those key pieces that you can match with different things and then you're not bringing your whole wardrobe.
Absolutely. One of the issues for me though is just like not enough items. Something like I didn't buy any new items to add that were capsule wardrobe.
You were on your minimalist journey, so you were like, I'm getting rid of things, but I'm not going to purchase anything.
Never buying again.
What do we think of this blue? Too bright?
For
sure.
I'd say
for
so.
sure.
I would grab like this.
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to ruin yours.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just need to do my second coat once we're done filming. Okay, I'm trying to make a palm tree. If you couldn't tell. I guess I haven't done this in a while. But these brushes are really like, I have to do it upside down as well.
Oh, actually this blue
because I want it to be in frame for you guys.
Then I can't
but
see
then
it.
It's going to also be upside down. Wait, I might not be liking my idea of filming upside down.
I can't believe you were going to film upside down.
I was just going to paint it upside down because,
down.
yeah, I just felt like you guys would be able to see it better. But then now that I think about it, this isn't working for me. I'm going to try to do it like this sort of thing for you. Okay. These this color is shedding.
The color or the brush?
The brown brushes are shedding. Maybe this will be more loose, like what I need. Okay. Back to business. But yeah, so just talking about that era of my life, because I think it's really interesting, and like I have some key takeaways from specific.
Did you just put your whole clump of hair in your painting?
My hair.
That's why you were wearing the headband, was so nothing got in it.
Literally, I put the Don't look. Don't look at what's happening down here. That's gonna be.
Well, it's adding texture.
It's adding. Such a good point. So in this year, I think this just like goes to speak about like how seriously I take things. Like if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it to the fullest extent.
And she, I feel like, always gives it like a year. It's not like she does it for a week. Like
No.
she puts in a good amount of time committing to the bit.
Absolutely, because you don't know. Like maybe you're just having an adjustment period, and
Right,
you don't
right.
like what you're doing currently. But after the adjustment period, like this could be your thing. So I had decided I was gonna try to like be a minimalist for a whole year and like downsize my whole entire life. So I literally had mapped out like how I could make, because I didn't really know how to. So I would have to do all the research, and then I have to put it into place, and then I'd have to get the right people to help me or whatever. And then
you weren't just going for like minimalist. You were going for like sustainability, like
full on.
producing some of your own stuff.
Fully renewable, sustainable, like resources.
Yes.
Yes. And I like to add like not on a farm.
No, also not really in a part of the country where there's like a lot of warm summer sun.
No. No.
So one of my favorite things she tried to do. What was that face for?
I already just every time it's like I know it's coming.
She
Like,
wanted to make
I think I know where you're going with
It
this
was-
already.
where you put a plant on top of a mason jar, and you have a fish down below, and it's supposed to be like a perfect ecosystem.
Literally. This was my mini ecosystem to like
Yes.
test. I was making tiny house designs, fully like sustainable, renewable, that sort of thing. But then like I would test these really easy concepts. Really easy. You know, like a
Anyone can do it. It's
a
super
mason
easy.
jar fish thing, 2-minute video tutorial on YouTube. Let's get it.
Also, if she ever watches a video on something, she's super confident she can do it, but then like doesn't watch the video back or
Well, the video always makes it look so good. It's
So
like
easy.
our podcast. It's just, it's real. Obviously, they filmed it. They got it to
Yeah.
work. This
Now
is
it's
exactly
done.
how it goes. It's real. So
yeah. So we had mason jars
so many mason
all
jars.
over our house.
I would like to add that, like, I was like a big stalker of the kitchen, like a lot of kitchen supplies.
Yes.
And
yes.
so at this point, like everything was being slowly transitioned to like mostly mason jars for one. And then also, aside from that, how's your painting going? Do you want to just tell us about it?
literally so good until that one. I put my paintbrush in pink instead of yellow, and I want to be done now.
Wait. Do you want me to?
I'll just make a new yellow. It's
No.
fine.
I would grab it off with your brush. It
will-
has all the paint on it.
Okay. It doesn't have any yellow on it though. Okay, that was actually really good.
Thank you. And then you have just a little bit
Yeah,
of
I have a little bit of yellow
You wanna
right
just
there.
like,
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know if I trust you to do this. I'm just kidding. Your color palette over here, I feel like, is gorgeous though. Like even that is gorgeous. Like I'm seeing the full vision.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh,
let me-
so
let me
there's
see
mason jars all over our house
Yeah.
that I think you were growing herbs on the top
Yes.
so that we always had herbs in our house, which is super great and convenient if they
And
ever were
sustainable.
alive.
No, I remember. I
weren't.
vividly beeps.
They were alive for a moment.
I vividly remember I had turned like soda cans into pots, and then
Yeah.
you're supposed to be able to grow green onions with no water.
And
But-
celery. And you also
Mhm.
you tried so many of those and
But the thing was, it's not like I had one. I would have like 100
yeah.
lined up on this row, and then so like I walked into the apartment and it just smelled like green onions. Because something about it is like you can do it, but you have to like reset the water and like just I was really like a 30-second video, a 1-minute video. I was like, I could do this for years.
Yeah.
Get it out the way. I already know what I'm doing.
Yeah. And then I don't think we ever introduced the fish to the environment, did we? Because I think we could never get it with the plants alive. So thank God we didn't kill any
It was
fish.
the hydroponic, like something about you have to buy this thing that like sits at the top and grows the plant. I
Yeah.
guess you put like the soil and everything in there, but it has to be the right level of like not letting the soil into the ground, and the
Yeah.
plant has to be producing oxygen to reset the like water for the fish. And there was an issue troubles in paradise with that
Say the
portion of
least.
it. And so, yeah, it was just not, we never even got to the buying the fish
Honestly,
portion.
thank goodness. That would have been so sad.
I would like to say that I have had a betta fish before, and it lived a good life, a good long full life. Don't look at that hair. If you could see that.
There's another hair?
Wait, is this a fuzz? What in the fuzz is going on here? I maybe should have just left that in there. Uh-oh. Seems to be layers deep. Kind of messing the whole thing up now. That's just a minor detail. Don't look at that. Yeah. Okay, what other things do I want to share about this journey for you? I think I do have key takeaways. Like, there's things that still to this day I use.
Yeah.
Like, I took to my maximalist life, and I was like, oh, I'll always do this for like
I also think there's things that I learned.
just
Like,
secondhand watching.
I watched her go all in, and I
All
was
in.
like, ooh, okay, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to introduce certain things into my life.
Oh, I was encouraging anybody and everybody because, like, why not? Let's hang out. Let's make some
Right,
hydroponics
right.
together. Let's, like, just grow roughly 400 succulents in our house.
fine.
No
Yeah,
big
yeah,
deal. No big deal whatsoever. And I'll tell you how it goes. I do remember there was, like, some guy, and he lived in the same building, and he's like, oh, I've seen in your window. Aren't you the girl with all the plants? What's with all the plants? I had, like, taken a brownie pan.
Oh my gosh, the brownie pan.
Yeah,
And
and brownie pan.
And filled it with dirt and put plants in it.
That's what I was using to, like, sprout the baby succulents before they needed repotting.
Like propagating it and stuff.
I was propagating them
Yeah.
in the pot.
In the brownie
pan.
pan. In the brownie pan. It was
pan.
not a pot.
The funniest part was, like, one night, this was probably a week after I originally just borrowed the brownie pan. And you were like, hey, I was thinking about, like,
Making some brownies. Has anyone seen the brownie pan?
and it was gone.
Oh no, I think I had to get rid of it. Meanwhile, it's like holding
It's
all
in
of
the corner with literally 100 miniature succulents in it.
Oh.
I think the moral of the story is, like, I do think I was going somewhere by slowly introducing the lifestyle, but at the same time, like, some things just work for your lifestyle and some things don't, and, like, situationally things can change at any time, but, like, if the shoe does not fit, you can't force it, you know? And even, like, making 100 succulents wasn't
Like, what were we gonna do with all the succulents?
what
were we
was
gonna
I
sell
doing?
them?
I was just, like, I think on a plant phase or something. Like, that was gonna be my new hobby, was, like, taking care of the plants, except for I had no skill, killed every single plant. I could never get the hang of the
I
plants.
remember you were calling your mom a few times of like, hey, what happened to this succulent?
I
She's
was
like,
so,
I don't know.
She's literally like, how do you kill all of them? And I'm like, I do not know. Like, Carol, I have been, Mom, I have been researching. I've been doing the most. Like, I was determined to have succulent plants and other things that just didn't work ever for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you should give up on your dreams. Like, if this is your calling, it's your calling. But if it's not, it's just not. And that's...
So what do you think you learned? Like, what are your key takeaways that you still use? And then I'll tell mine.
Number one, I also was, like, on this all-natural journey. My absolute favorite thing, I cannot get rid of it if I tried, is I still use the Castile soap as body wash.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, I refill it.
Because it comes in such bulk, you can use it for everything.
It's so cheap, too. Like, I cannot fathom how cheap it is, for one. Like, and I went back to regular body wash, like, one time, and immediately I was like, no, because I went through it so fast, I couldn't control the amount, and I smelled different, and I didn't like it. Like, even I will pack it on a trip. I will take it with me. And it's just the fact that, like, one of the things I was trying to do was anything, like, if it was a one-off product, like an eyeshadow, maybe I'm using, like, not an all-natural eyeshadow, but, like, an everyday product, like a body wash that you literally just repurchase. I wanted to be more on the natural vibe, and the Castile soap just does it for me. It smells delicious. It is amazing. I can remake it. It's always in stock at my house. It's great.
So here's the problem. If you look at it at an angle, I think it's awesome and you can't see the words. If you look at it straight on, you can fully read the words that are on it.
I can read them. I don't know why I decided to use these canvases. We have to use these canvases because this is what's going to fit on the wall.
Yeah, we need it for the right shape.
Yeah, and we
So,
didn't really...
we might need to do another coat.
Another coat is another coat, Mama?
Yeah.
And we're back. Okay. We literally had to cut the cameras, rework, because we realized that the toilet
was really showing.
so obvious. So we just did a moment, but we wanted to show you our final products because we're really excited about them. And you're gonna see them on the wall.
Yay!
In upcoming episodes. Yes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I think we were done telling stories. I honestly can't remember. I blacked out and now we're back.
We got so focused on painting.
It's so crazy because like it's so fast for you guys, but for us, we're just not.
We've been here for a hot minute.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
We need to go to bed.
Okay, have a great day. Bye.